These days, in this age of accountability and big data, people are starting to think a lot about their mark left upon the world, and for good reason too. It doesn't seem there's anywhere we can go, or anything we can do, without leaving something behind. Digital footprints, ecological footprints, environmental footprints, these are starting to become the buzzwords of today, and the world is quickly and shamefully starting to cover their tracks. But what about travel footprints? Are these values left behind when we escape the daily grind? What choices are made on our behalf when we travel? What was sacrificed to create these oases? What kind of marks do we leave when we explore? And what are the kinds of marks that are left upon us when we return home? Believe me, there are hotels all around the world, and the vast majority of them go over the top to provide varying levels of comfort. But their footprint upon the environment around them is too often overlooked, and that stain follows anybody who stays there as they continue their journey through life. But what if you could stay better, live better? At Rancho del Sol, we want to remind you that independent choices are beautiful, and your ability to choose is what makes you special. Someone smarter than me once said, every dollar you spend or don't spend is your vote cast for the world that you want. As the traveler, the places you stay and the choices that they make on your behalf are yours to support or not. Lavishing in luxury does not need to come at some nefarious cost. And at Rancho del Sol, our mission is to help guide you to a more plentiful and rejuvenating existence. To that end, we've collected hundreds of species from Central America and around the globe that either produce food or medicine or rejuvenate the soil, and we'll be sharing this bounty with the wildlife from miles around. I wanted to get this greenhouse going so I could have all these long-duration fruitation species.
It's interesting that you have a long-term perspective, because a lot of people don't, so it's really nice to see.
We believe that such diversity and variety are essential not only to our lives, but to everything around us. And when you visit, you will be able to try many varieties of all sorts of food, and not just a tomato.
You're gonna have some hungry mouths to feed when these are ready, because not many people will have them.
As far as I know, there's only like 4 people in Costa Rica that have that one. Instead of regular shipments of fruits and vegetables from other lands, we studied permaculture design with Rancho Mastatal. As a result, we already have more delicious and exotic varieties than anywhere around, and there will be plenty to go around. It does taste very much like a mango, but it's not like the sweet, rich, like you wanted to bite it, you know? Yes, exactly. It's much better for cooking and making sauces and chutneys, reductions. It'll add a lot of depth and character to the dishes that you're creating. Instead of valuing profit over people by supporting mass food production, we'll be enriching our surrounding community by only offering what is produced locally and ethically. Instead of pumping in water from far and wide, we'll be collecting and recycling the water from our land, only borrowing it from the stream to send it back clean as ever. Instead of relying on a national power grid to keep us electrified, we'll be collecting energy from the sun and harvesting gravity to power us into the future. Instead of taking a small piece of land on top of a big hill and packing it with too many people, or taking a pristine beachfront and stacking it to the sky with concrete, we'll be taking 20 acres of defunct pasture land and breathing diverse and plentiful plant life back into it. Instead of concrete as far as the eye can see, we studied alternative designs with earthship biotexture. We'll be building with as many natural materials as possible, covering our roofs with life, and designing away the need for air conditioning while keeping the environment cool and comfortable. And most importantly, instead of building around an overcrowded beachfront, our nearest stretch of sand is a cherished and protected national park, and the town around it is small and dispersed, and all of this is clean and beautiful and amazing. At Rancho del Sol, we'll provide you with the inspiration you need to revolutionize your travel experience and the confidence you need to reshape your life at home. See how wonderful it can be to be unabashedly pampered in the lap of luxury, and take that experience with you, knowing that you're leaving the world a better place with every step. Stay better, live better, and leave footprints you're proud of everywhere you go.